Hello, everybody. ArtsyChiitos here. Happy New Year. This is day 7 of 2023. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I am, and I'm so happy to be back with another speed paint. Last time we were here, I discussed stuff, but I also worked a lot on the skin. It took me like an hour and a half, but I sped it up so you guys wouldn't have to, watch my existential pausing as I contemplated colors and such in the last episode. So in this episode, I went about doing some correction and actually paying attention to the hands and arms, which I tend to not necessarily hone in on. Usually, I like to do like headshots and bust paintings. So there's that. I can actually draw hands, but sometimes the will to draw them is a little low, you guys. I know you, if any of you are also artists, you feel me on that one. So in this particular speed paint, like I said, I am working on that, and you'll see a good chunk of me reshaping the hand, um, especially the one that's hanging, but also the other one a little bit, and just kind of color matching because I think I separated a little bit and did some magical things there with the hands. And I also went back to the face because, well, the face is gorgeous. So I ended up again doing some color fixing and whatnots. Oh my gosh, excuse the background noise, guys. I do not live alone. um, but yeah, so there's a lot that went down behind the scenes. This was another one of my late night sessions. I think back in December I was sitting up and I was kind of bored and again late, so you know, I was gonna sit back and watch anime, but my workaholic brain told me no, so I ended up doing this. But anyway, since it's the new year, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what kinds of things you'd like to see me do this year art wise. Of course, I have my main channel where I knit and crochet basically for a living, but I again am very interested in also boosting up my art account because I don't really pay enough attention to my artwork, and I love doing the arts. It's all I used to do when I was a kid, was just eat, sleep, and breathe art. And it's so funny that now I sit back and I do these things in sessions, not just for the speed paints, but just so I can sit back and truly take in the details of what I'm doing and fix things that I feel like are within my capacity to fix and whatnot, as opposed to when I was like 14, 15, 16. I'd sit up for 8 hours straight, pretty much, taking a few snack breaks or whatnot, but basically just rendering that whole bad boy in a day. And this was back when I would take little online commissions for for game tokens. So I thought that that was funny. It's like nowadays I'm like, nah, let me have some amount of chill. So that's what I did here. And as you guys can see, the hands turned out a lot better than what they started out as. A lot of that was playing with the shadows and highlights and such, and then the other part of it was just me going in with the eraser and butchering everything that I once drew. Which again is something hard as artists. It's hard for artists to do because we get attached to our work. We fall in love with it, and sometimes it's a good thing, but a lot of times it's not. So I know I'm guilty of doing that a lot, whether it's my digital art or whether it's my traditional artwork or my ceramic work. Um, which, if you don't know, what was it? What was it? About a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now, I released a ceramics line on my website, and they're mainly for crochet hooks, but I also feel like they're pen cups, but they're very artistic. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave the link to my handmade shop in the description box, also pinned in the top comment, so you can check that out and see some of the other stuff that I do in case you are just stumbling across this channel and didn't know that I am multimedia. So, yes, wow, I have spent an oh my gosh. Guys, I fell last September and broke my tooth, and now pronouncing certain words is grievous. So, should I say unconscionable? Yeah, no. I don't know, guys. I spent a long time just focusing on these hands and trying to get it to look right. And a lot of times, as artists, we want to just hyper detail, but sometimes I find that a few soft lines and a few exaggerated shadows will do the trick. And I think that's what I ended up settling for with this hand. Well, with both of the hands. Oh my gosh. How long will I dwell on this? This is only ending up to be like a 20-minute speed paint, so I don't want to ramble the whole time. So I'm gonna just cut into the music, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you if you made it to this point in my speed paint. Each view, each moment that you are tuned into my videos is just worthwhile to me, and I appreciate the support. Alright, enjoy my artwork, and thanks for watching. Okay, woohoo! For the love of all that is holy, it appears that Infinity finally started working on the skin. It looks like I'm contemplating working on the skin. um, so with the face, when I left off last time, I was pretty satisfied with it as a first go because I spent like an hour and a half, hour 48 minutes or so on it, and well, it was as good as it could be at that point. But I recognized that I wanted more highlights and stuff to go on her face and whatnots, and I feel like I'm gonna end up adjusting the skin tone a little bit now that I look at it so it matches the description that I am typing in the story that I'm writing. But she's looking good. She's looking good. I just have to, bring out those eyes, make sure the nose is on point, and kind of play with the highlights of her face and the shadows of her face to tie it all together. And also, those lips need help as well. But again, those are very basic, flat, put down lips. Also, I have a feeling that the ears are going to disappear by the time I get to around to the hair. Just something that I often do. And before you guys even say it, yeah, it's a cop out. I can draw ears, but unfortunately, sometimes I am a lady. a lady. I am a lazy artist, and I don't want to really render those ears, but one day I should sit up and do a tutorial on ears just to prove my point that I can in fact draw these mystical ears. But okay, now that we've moved on, I'm going to shut up because this transformation is about to be very phenomenal and I can't wait for you guys to see the end result of this face. She's going to look stunning and you guys are going to be stunned, and then in the next segment we will be going into her eyeballs, which was a second session that I actually did on the same night. I was, again, just the workaholic in me does not allow me to sit back and watch anime in peace anymore, guys. I feel sad, but I guess that's part of being an adult, I suppose. I suppose. But anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. ArtsyChiitos is out.